You're in business. Don't let the demands and expenses stop you from achieving your personal goals. Contact Michael L. Cash and Associates at 313-808-5440 or try our website, michaellcash.com. Michael L. Cash and Associates, the commercial funding specialist. At 411 Therapy, we provide the results you want and the care you deserve. Face it, injuries and accidents happen every day. When you're struggling to cope with injury and pain, visit the professional therapist at 411 Therapy in Southfield, Michigan. In many cases, physical therapists can improve your quality of life. Physical therapy is a type of rehabilitation designed to bring injured patients back to their optimal level of health. Common goals include improving physical function and movement, decreasing and or managing your pain, preventing re-injury, increasing your strength, endurance, and range of motion and flexibility through medical, chiropractic, occupational, and physical therapy. Get on the road to recovery. Call us at 248-996-9428. 411 Therapy. When it's time to get your mobility back and lessen your pain, remember 411 Therapy in Southfield, Michigan, 23265 Northwestern Highway. Call 248-996-9428. 411 Therapy.
You've heard Now Listen. WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
And good Friday morning to each and every one of you. Oh, you guys are here early. Look at you. I am so impressed. On a cloudy and cold day in the Motor City, welcome to the weekend. This is your number one 24-hour streaming station that plays jazz and more. We are WJZD Radio, Detroit.com. And, yep, this is the Rise and Grind Morning. I'm your guy, Don Allen. And, oh, boy, I got some stuff I want to tell you guys. Well, yeah, we're going to chit-chat about, what I did last night. And, it was phenomenal. And also, I'm going to let you know what's happening in and around the city. Morning, Janae. Morning, Mark. Phenomenal Mommy. And speaking of mommies, my mommy is listening. Good morning, Mom. Love you. Hope the weather's a lot better down there in Katy, Texas. Wishing I was there. Yeah, this is the best part of your day, and we thank you, Lord, for this day. And each and every day that you open our eyes, I say thank you before my feet hit the floor. And we talk, me and my father have a talk all day, every day, throughout the day, from sun up to sundown. And that's the way I roll. Well, let's see. This hour musically, we'll get into right now. We're getting into music from one of my very favorite artists. I had an opportunity to meet many years ago when I was on JZZ, Mr. Pat Metheny, and this is To the End of the World. Also, Bobby McFerrin on the way. Detroit's own Reno is coming, and AWB is going to be your old school memory, please. Also, SOS Band, Trijenje Oosterhuis, and her remake of Baby Be Mine. Ozone's coming your way. Carl Reed and my sister, Kimmy Horn, has a new jam out, and you got to hear this. It's a ballad, and it's called Answer Me. And I told her, I was like, I got to play. It's about time you did this one, And she was like, well, I'm sorry. It's just a lot of stuff I got to do. I'm like, yeah. This record is perfect. It's a little bit R&B. It's a ballad. It's got a little country twang to it. And I'm thinking this is it. This is the jam. Also, I went last night down to the Channel One event venue, and I'm not sure if you're from Detroit. You've been down on the Riverwalk and down at Hart Plaza, and you've heard this girl playing. Young lady sits on her chair and plays the violin, and she is jamming. Well, last night I was over at the Channel One event venue, my man Keith, and she was there. Kim Brady is her name. She is the urban violinist. We're going to hear a few from her to close out the hour. As always, we've got your hot topic of the day. So we've got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, And I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and we were talking about where they work, and I was like, do you enjoy it? Or are you just, there to make money? And it took some time out to figure out most people don't really enjoy where they work. They just go there to continue living indoors. That's one way of thinking about it. but a lot of people don't enjoy their work. Do you enjoy where you work? You know, this is not the hot topic, incidentally. This is just a conversation I was having yesterday. Do you enjoy what you do? Is it, you know, I mean, because when you enjoy what you do for a living, it is no longer work. It is your calling. It is a blessing. This is what you wanted to do. Me sitting here kicking it with you guys, whether I'm on the air at WJZD Radio or whether I'm on a mainstream station, I love doing this. You know, I love it. You know, I get a chance to vibe with you guys. I get a chance to play some hip music. And it's just what I do, you know. Although I do have a job that pays the bills. And I enjoy that as well because it involves people. And it's an important job nonetheless. My other job, you may ask, what exactly do I do? The description for my other job is I look for guns and bombs and keep them from getting on planes. That's what I do in a nutshell. And I work with other people. Good morning, Vicki. How are you? Kelly Warren, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind. Just a random question I asked. Do you enjoy where you work, or are you there just to make money? You know? Or is it something that you really, really, really saw yourself doing over the years as you were coming up? You know? You know, just a random question. What up, CB? Oh, you don't like what you do. You just there to make money and get the hell out, right? How about anybody else? Janae, do you enjoy what you're doing? When you were a child coming up, did you say, this is what I always wanted to do? You know? I'm just asking. You know, it's not nothing major. If you know, I don't see anybody rushing to the keyboard to type out anything. So I'm assuming that most of you guys are just trying to continue living indoors. That's all. You keep the lights on, keep some food on the table. I mean, that's cool too, you know. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, now is the time. Oh wow. Mark says, yep, love it because I can teach others and shoot for free. Oh, you can shoot for free. Natalie says, no. She don't like you don't like what we do, Natalie. I work with Natalie. Wait a minute. Natalie, you don't like what we do. I have a ball doing it. And see, I figure your job is what you do. You know, it is what you make it, you know. Vicki says, I was a manager at Detroit Metro Airport for 22 years, and I love what I did. I mean, could I like it better if some other things were happening at my other job? Of course I could. But since that's not happening, I make the best of a bad situation. In any situation, you make the best of it. Janae says, I enjoy what I do at my 9 to 5 because it's not stressful at all. I appreciate where I work because it's all a part of God's plan. And of course, I'm singing. If I'm singing, I love it. And I spend most of my life thus far acting, which is what I had dreamed of doing. But that was another life. Okay. Natalie says, Natalie is also one of my employees and friend. Okay. Oh, yeah, Wasabi, good morning. Yeah, you got back to that, did you? Not what I thought of as a kid. Yeah, I'm sure. But, I mean, at least, if you're to do what we do or what I do, you have to be a people person. Because let's face it, people lose their minds when they get to the airport. The second they get out of the car, I used to think it was the second they walked into the door, but they showed me I was wrong. The second they get out of their car, they leave their brains in the car. I've seen people get out of the car, take their luggage, put it on the sidewalk, kiss their loved one goodbye, walk right past their luggage and go right into the airport, leaving it as if I were going to pick it up and carry it in the forum, you know. You know, and I love it when people walk up to me randomly, where's my plane? And I'm like, you got a plane? Oh, wow, you're in the wrong building. The private jets are over there. You know, or where's my luggage? And some woman had the audacity to come and say, where are my kids? I'm like, woman, I didn't have them. That's your job. I've had men, where's my wife? Is the start off question. And it's only been a rule for like, what, 20 freaking years that you can't bring beverages into a secure checkpoint. This is a federal thing, you folks. Don't bring freaking water and drinks. That's it. Period. Oh, and then there are stupid people who put a firearm in their backpack and forget they got it. But that's a different story. If you don't know where your firearm is at all times, you don't need a firearm, okay? Get your coffee, get your juice, get your water. I got my smoothie. This is a new one. It's got, I always start with the base is bananas, you know. But on top of that, I put a watermelon, fresh, real watermelon. And some protein drink and some ice, a little Slim Fast in there, just to suppress the appetite. And we on and popping, baby. This is good stuff. I like this. Wait a minute. Wow, yeah. I like trying different flavors, you know. What up, Miss Webb? Happy Friday to you as well. This is the Rise and Grind Morning. As always, we've got your hot topic of the day. That is not it. I was just asking a question. You know, it's vital to your mental health that you find some joy in what you do. You know, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but there was on Facebook, and I reposted it a couple of weeks ago, and the guy made it big. He worked at some movie theater, and he would scoop the popcorn up, and he'd toss it up in the air, and it would land back in the bucket. He'd put some butter on it. He'd scoop some more, and he'd spin the thing on his finger. And I heard Jimmy Fallon invited him, flew him out to L.A. or to New York, wherever the heck the party was, to do a party where he would serve popcorn if he would do the thing with his finger and scoop it up. And I mean, this guy really had love for what he did. And he said it was the perfect popcorn butter balance throughout what he was doing. So, I mean, even if you do that, you are garbage man. If you can't find some fun and some joy, then you're in the wrong job. If you got to go in with a frown on your face, go find something else to do. Lord knows there's a bunch of jobs available out there, because I don't know where these people are getting money to not go to work. But can somebody please tell me where the hell everybody is getting money to stay home? You know, y'all can't all be selling weed. I'm just saying, you all can't be doing it. Nobody's working. And yet everybody is still staying indoors. So I want to know what's going on with that. I got a lot of questions, you know. But I mean, if you can't find some joy in what you're doing, you know, it's always good to go into your job and smile. Even if you work at home, Miss Webb, just walk in and be like, that's a blessing. I get to stay home. I ain't got to fight traffic. I ain't got to find a parking space, you know. They're eating ramen noodles. Not everybody is eating ramen noodles, Corey. There's a lot of people out there not doing anything. And yet, I mean, I love, when I was in Texas, I worked at a restaurant, a couple of them, as a matter of fact. I was a server. I made great money. In fact, there were times I made more money doing that than I make here. And I did enjoy it because I got a chance to interact with people. I used to crack jokes, you know, a little sarcasm. It was fun. It was what I did. Forked, I can't get here fast enough. Nerves have been worked on this week. What job's going to do that? I mean, every day that I go to that airport, you know, I never know what I'm going to face. You know, some people, you know, like if you saw my post, I love God, but some of his children get on my last nerve, you know, and that would be all of us, you know, and I'm sure I get on people's nerves too. Even when I'm happy, in a good mood, I want to spread some joy, and they're like, Don, get away from me. You know, you're just too damn happy, you know. I'm just saying. But this is Rise and Grind Morning. I want to be Mr. Sunshine. I'm your good troublemaker. My name is Don Allen, and we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Got to say good morning to everybody who, the new listeners that are tuning in that I met last night at the Channel One event venue. Good morning, J Square. And might I add, so I woke up early and heard you cooking this morning. J Square, if you ever listen, if you're ever up early in the morning or late at night, that's the guy. Jay is your man, 100 grand. He is a music lover. That's why he is so good. And in his area at night, you can just sit back and turn him on and just let him go. Don't tell him what you want to play, because odds are he's going to play it any freaking way. Okay? So late nights with Jay Square is off the charts, without question. And we've got, some other things coming your way on the radio station. We're going to be doing some work on the website this weekend and next week. So that's going to be updated and changed. Got some new pictures that are coming off. Some are going on. Janae says there are many factors to why people can't up and leave. I worked at a job where the majority hated it there and the pay was trash, but it provided excellent health benefits for you and your family. And I agree with that, because that's part of the reason why I took the job I have now. I have since grown to enjoy it. Praise the Lord for that. But I had my worst job that I ever had. I was living in Galveston, Texas. This was not my hardest job. That was also in Texas, in Galveston. The worst job I had to get up at 2 a.m. and go to the city and rode a big truck, and we would walk down the beach picking up garbage. It was kind of cool to see the sun come up, because I find some joy anywhere, and you stumble across those little loving couples that spend the night on the beach and be like, dog, you got to get up and go home, go hotel room, do something. Yeah, I've seen that too. Good morning, Carolyn. Carolyn, I need to speak with you, sis, okay? So holler at me later on this afternoon. I'll be available after 5. Anyway, morning, John B. What's happening, my bro? We're talking about do you love your job, or are you just there to make money? Are you just there to continue living indoors? But my job I really hated was doing that, because number one, I didn't like getting up at midnight to go to work. Mike Salter, what's happening, my brother? And number two, it didn't pay nothing. So here I am getting up when I don't want to get up, but I had a job, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do to continue living indoors and to continue doing things like, eating. So I did what I had to do. My hardest job I had to do, I mixed mud at a chemical plant. Now, this was hard labor. I worked at Chrysler on the assembly line, but this made that look like a cakewalk. I would get up, I would be there at 6 a.m. and Texas heat outside, wearing a paper and plastic suit from head to toe, mask, hat on, scarf, and we would mix chemical-based mud for the oil platforms. Bishop Scott Gerard, thank you, my brother. Peace and love to you, too. Thank you. Good morning. And we would mix like 2,500 barrels, in each big container. And we had to put all the chemicals in there. And this stuff was dangerous. What it would do was, when the oil platforms out in the Gulf, they'd send boats in and they'd pump the mud onto the boats. And when they drill for oil, they displace the oil with the mud. There you go. And we had to mix the mud. I worked from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week for 6 months. I didn't know anybody there, and my brother was my boss, so I was like, I look across the bay and see the little carnivals going on. I was like, what's going on over there? He was like, don't worry about it. You ain't going. My brother's pretty cut and dry. My oldest brother, Jerome. He's pretty cut and dry. He's like, you ain't going. Don't worry about it. You want to go over there and get some more pallets worth of the Bayrite and take it over to the platform? I'm like, okay, got it. And I was going through a bunch of stuff. Anyway, that was the hardest labor. It paid very well, but it was hardest labor. Duryea Summers, good morning. Happy New Year's to you. One of my favorite guitar players, even though I ain't never heard him play, but I know he can do it because he take pictures with his damn guitar. Duryea, what's going on? This is the Rise and Grind Morning. That was my man, Bobby McFerrin. This is a Detroit artist. His name is Reno, and Reno, interesting story about him. He walked up to me and was like, hey, how you doing, man? Good morning. And I was like, good morning. And we were getting on the shuttle together, and he was like, I was like, you like jazz, man? He's like, yeah. So I gave him my card. He was like, oh, man, I got this song. You got to hear it. This is the song. It's called Rose Petals. Go to Spotify or iTunes and pick it up, okay? I love this song. It grew on me real quick. It's called Rose Petals. Reno. Coming up right after the break, which is after this song, we're going to get into our memory pleaser and the hot topic for the day. And I'm going to let you know what's happening in and around city if you got the kids with you. What's up, CC? It's Friday. Janae says, my worst job was the one and only time I worked retail. I didn't mind retail, it doesn't pay enough money to keep me living indoors, so. I mean, and what burned me up about working like at a shopping store, like a mall, like a Hudson's or something, where they had Hudson's. Hudson's was an old store. Y'all young folk might not remember it. You know, I worked there too when I was coming up. I worked in Northland like many of you. You know, and they paid you nothing. You get your check like, I've been working hard all day. It's Christmas time. I know I got some extra money. What the hell? Somebody, who is FICA? Took all my money. Just still to come. Coming up, you work in the foundry like movie Uptown Saturday Night, pressing hot steel. CC line, he don't work nowhere no more. CC, the only guy I know, my cousin, wake up sharp in silk pajamas and stuff. But we used to hang like wet clothes back in the day, didn't we, cuz? Stay with us. Coming up next, we're going to tell you about what's going on in and around town, okay? You know, there are a couple of good things. I mean, if you're into, this is the Great Lakes state. Everybody has a boat, okay? So I'm going to let you know what's happening with that. If you're stuck with the grandkids or your kids, there's something for you. And a lot of comedy shows going on around town. I'll let you know where they are, when they are. Coming up right after the break. This is the Rise and Grind Morning, WJZD Radio Detroit. Welcome to the weekend, baby, baby. I wasn't going to tell nobody about that, Dawn. CC, yeah, you're lying. Those are the same silk pajamas. And during summers, the worst job was construction. You would think it was a good job. Worked at the old Flaming Embers. Wow. $8 an hour. But that was average back then. John B., this was the old school R&B sounds like Boys to Men or Genuine. It does. We'll be right back.
Music your way.
WJZD Radio. You're in business. It doesn't matter if it's just you or you may have a staff. Now that you're in charge, you're going to need some help. Make the right call. Contact Michael L. Cash and Associates. With over 30 years of customer retention, development, and satisfaction, Michael L. Cash and Associates are recognized as industry leaders. At Michael L. Cash and Associates, they assist in brand awareness with corporations like Rolls-Royce Motor Cars, casinos, resorts, concerts, and music festivals worldwide. You've taken a big step. Make your next step your best step. You may need equipment or money for expansion. Contact Michael L. Cash and Associates and apply for a business loan today. They approve loans for those who qualify from $5,000 to $50 million. You're in business. Don't let the demands and expenses stop you from achieving your personal goals. Contact Michael L. Cash and Associates at 313-808-5440 or try our website, michaellcash.com. Michael L. Cash and Associates, the commercial funding specialist. When it comes to your car, maintenance is vital. Routine service is key to making sure that you don't have to worry. And there's no better place than 70s Quick Lube Valvoline. They'll change your oil, and they'll use the best. Valvoline products protects 40% better against wear, resists oil breakdown 10 times better, and defends 25% more against deposits than industry standards. You also get a free 18-point safety check with every change. That includes topping off your fluids, brakes, tires, and hoses. Potential issues can be discovered during routine service. Stop by 70s Quick Lube Valvoline at 20827 John R. near 8 Mile Road in Hazel Park, or call 248-547-4114. They're open 7 days a week. At 70s Quick Lube Valvoline, they take care of business because they're the best in the business. When you're shopping for car insurance, you've got to do your homework. What kind of coverage do you need? There are a lot of options out there. How much do you need for yourself and for your family? And of course, how much will it cost? Let me save you a lot of time and a lot of money. Progressive Insurance has some of the best coverage options at affordable prices. Progressive Insurance doesn't just insure your car. We cover your motorcycle, RV, and your boat too. Face it, you've got to have car insurance. Why not go to the pros at Progressive? Call Chuck Hobson at 248-327-6857. That's 248-327-6857. Progressive Insurance. Confidence wherever the road takes you.
And this is the Rise and Grind Morning. Hey, Mom, I told you guys, behave. My mom is listening now and watching. So you guys keep it clean. See, you know Mom will call you and get with you. You too, Dawn. And who else? Corey too. And John B. Yeah, welcome to the family. My mom will put you in check, so y'all be on y'all P's and Q's. Janae is already a lost cause. This is the Rise and Grind Morning. We are talking about your worst job, but hey, a job, be thankful you got one first and foremost. If it's paying, if it's legal, if it's keeping you indoors, if it's keeping some food on the table, be happy you got one. All right, let's get to our memory pleaser. Yeah, it's Friday, baby. Delphine, what's up, sis?
Conversation with you should be easy.
This is AWB, person to person. Y'all remember this. A lot of y'all don't. I'm old school till I die.
Wish you could be with me. There would be
So, I was wondering if there was anything going on around town. You guys missed the boat on the Channel 1 event venue last night. A young lady named Kim Brady, the urban violinist, was there and she was performing. I will be playing a couple of her songs. They'll be the final two songs of the show, as a matter of fact. And she just tore it down. Very well-mannered, she's very articulate. I'll enjoy somebody who speaks English well. You can hear the actual T's and S's when they're speaking. Keith Beasley. Oh, man, Keith, we all had a ball. Me and Mr. Yates, Juan, and Deborah Woolfolk, and her husband. Her dad's name is not Woolfolk anymore. Interesting story. I ran into her at the Channel 1 event venue last night. Deborah and I went to Henry Ford High School together. Way long ago. But when I was managing the Lansdowne, her husband had approached me and said, I want to surprise my wife with something. Can you help me out? And I was like, sure. What do you need? He was like, well, while you're doing your intro for the band, can you, come to me and, just let me speak on the mic for a moment? So I said, sure. And I got the house lights to come up, and I was, doing my little spiel, interacting, engaging with the audience. And I was like, well, how about you? So you look like you got something on your mind. What do you got on your mind? Gave this man the mic. He turned to Deborah, got on his knee, proposed marriage. They have been married ever since. It's been like almost 20, 30 years. Now, that's true love. That's real talk. I was so blown away that when she came up to me, I knew who she was immediately. And her husband, I was like, dude, my man. Y'all should hold classes. Okay. What's happening in the city? Let's see what's going on. Starting on the 19th, the Detroit Boat Show is at Huntington Place, formerly Cobo Hall. If you want a boat, CC, you want a boat, go on down to the boat show. If you are stuck with the kids and grandkids, why not take them to Sesame Street Live? It's at the Fox Theater starting January 20th. There's dinner with a side of comedy on the 20th at the Grecian Center in Southgate, Michigan. On the 22nd, there's Panic in Hamtramck. That's what the thing says. At the Sanctuary in Hamtramck. I'm not sure if that's punk rock, hard rock, acid rock, somebody throwing rocks. I don't know. It just says Panic in Hamtramck on the 22nd at the Sanctuary. You know, I've never been to Sesame Street Live, but then again, I don't have cheering, you know, so I don't have a reason to go down and check that out. But, yeah. You want to go to Sesame Street Live? Okay, we'll talk about that later, okay? As we continue rolling on. Like I said, last night I had the pleasure of attending a wonderful performance at the Channel One event venue. If you saw my Facebook page, I went live like 2 or 3 times and showed you the lady called the Urban Violinist. Her name is Kim Brady, and she is the hottest thing on a violin in the city of Detroit. I am sorry, this girl goes hard in the paint. She has been everywhere, performed for everyone. She is local, but she does travel if the price is right, sort of like me. Doing weddings, sorority parties, corporate events. This young lady is fire. She is only 20 years old and just passed her second year in college, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll be interviewing her soon right here on WJZD Radio. I think that'll be Carolyn Brown doing the interview on that. So get ready for that one. I love it when we find new talent like Kim, Reno, Ozone, my man Carl Reed. There's a lot of new stuff, new people emerging. We've got people like Carla Pace. We've got Kimmy Horn. We've got Yancey. We've got John E. Lawrence. Well, he's not Detroit, but it's a southeastern Michigan thing. Y'all understand. Let's talk about the hot topic of the day. Do you have a side hustle? It's sort of related to what we were talking about earlier. If you do have a side hustle, what is it? Do you enjoy? Now that should be something you like. You met the Pocket Queen last night. Wait a minute. Who the hell is the Pocket Queen? Wait a minute. Hold on. As my mother would say, well, then good. What is your side hustle? Everybody's got one. See, if you're from Detroit, we hustlers in Detroit. For those of you around the country and around the world, you move to the Motor City. You odds are you're going to have a job when you get here. If you don't, that's not a smart move. Once you get here, you have to find something else. Something else to fill that extra time, something else to fill your wallet, you know, something else that you love to do. I don't care if you make cupcakes, if you have to make leather goods, if you know how to sew on the side, you know, you put hems in pants and taking in waistline. Most guys, and all of y'all can't say this, but just to see that equipment behind me, right behind me, I very seldom do I even turn it on. Honestly, I don't. Because my sales guys won't let me. But a lot of guys have bought DJ equipment. They've gone to iTunes, bought $300-400 worth of music, and instantly they are a DJ. It's not for everybody. Let me tell you. Once you learn the technique of DJing as a side hustle, or even if it's your full-time gig, you have to learn the technique. She's a drummer that performed with Beyonce, Musiq Soulchild, and Stevie Wonder. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the Pocket Queen. Okay, why didn't you have to elaborate a little bit more. Miss Webb. Miss Webb, say good morning to my mom. She is watching too. But if you have a side hustle, see, some guys, DJing is a side hustle. Other guys, that is their full-time gig. If you're very, 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 very good and fortunate and connected, you have a you know, you have residency in Vegas or in one of the big clubs in Dubai somewhere, in which case you are making 6 and 7 figures. For those of y'all working at the corner bar, that's your side hustle. That means you have to get up and go to your job. All right? But what is your side hustle? You know, a side hustle could be anything. If you're good working on cars, get up and go work on cars, make you a little extra change. You know, if you're feeling yourself, you want to do something strange for a little bit of change, that's your side hustle. As long as it's legal. Do it just the way you like it, baby. This is the Rise and Grind. Does anybody have a side hustle? If you don't, why don't you have one? Especially if it's something you like to do. I mean, if you're a musician and you know, is it me or are the clubs cheaping out? They're not paying bands what their worth is. See, CC's Ribs and Chicken is his side hustle, and he is extremely good at it. My cousin can burn some ribs and some chicken. And incidentally, sorry, CC, I'm not eating meat this month, but I'll see you next month. I am so pleased with myself. I have not had any meat this month. I am trying to consecrate my body. Let my pastor tell you. But what's your side hustle? And see, Donna is a licensed booking agent currently working with pianist Bob Baldwin, Kathy Cousins, Ralph Armstrong, Galen McKinney. So if you guys need some bands, some live entertainment, contact Dawn. She can hook a brother or a sister up. What is your side hustle? Are you a DJ? Are you an entertainer? Do you play the harmonica? Oh yeah, CC's food good. That boy good. That boy real good. I mean, sometimes you gotta have a side hustle just to make ends meet. I get it. But right now, this is my side hustle. And hustling is good. Julius Davidson, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. We are talking about what your side hustle is. If you don't have one, why? Are you making like that much money where you can, you know, just chill? John B said you can bring me some of those ribs. Oh, John, you got to taste my cousin's ribs. They are awesome. And he's got this dry rub stuff he puts on them, too. Oh, my God. You'll be able to find me over at his house all summer. We might have to do the show live from CC's house. And if we generate a traffic jam on CC Street, CC, I want a cut of that money. That's my side hustle. Vicky Howard. Thank you, Vicky. But I enjoy what I do. I mean, I do this out of the love of wanting to do it, you know. And I try to share the music with you guys. I try to drop some knowledge on you guys and with the guys who work with us. I mean, I don't have to teach much. You got Kyle Lamont, you got Foodie, you got Billy T, you got J Squared. You ain't got to teach them nothing. Just like, there's the equipment, there's the music, do your thing. Make my job real easy. Come on. Don't forget to check out my man, Mellow Mike, tonight, 8 p.m. and again tomorrow night, because he's opening up his Saturday night mix, Saturday night jam session. It's going to be a party tomorrow night. I might even go back on the air. I think I will. Everybody loves this next song. John B says, I have a friend that DJs and travels across the country, but his main job is computers. That's a good thing, because those computer technology is always going to be a good mainstay. But it too has its pitfalls, because nobody wants to hire you. They only want you for contract work. I'm going to try to pronounce his name one more time. Trijinje Oosterhuis. and her cover of Baby Be Mine.
to paradise.
Welcome you to another fabulous Friday in the Motor City. Gotta say what's up to my man, Big Ant Henderson, Anthony Henderson, that is, over in KC. He's always with us. I know you there, Anthony. I'm looking at my map. Let me see who else is watching. I have software will tell me where you're watching around the United States. As always, they're over in the UK checking us out, in Germany, in Poland, in Italy, in Greece. Oh, wow, Egypt. Hey, good morning. Portugal, how are you? Welcome to the Rise and Grind morning. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. My good morning to my listeners in Toronto this morning. Over in New York are checking us out, Chicago. I know who that is, Nindy. That's my brother, Kerry. Yeah. What's happening in the ATL? If you're stuck on the I-75, it's just bad. I ain't going to talk about your traffic. Good morning, Jacksonville, Florida. Houston, Texas. My mom is down there. I know that's my mama watching us. And over in Mesa, Arizona. And that's my brother. Yeah. And from one pole to the other, we get it done. That's right. One pole to the other, North Pole to the South Pole, baby. This is the Rise and Grind, 24 hours a day streaming. We got it going on. John B., my cousin says, yes, sir, John B., you are in the books for the next cook of ribs and chicken. I'm trying to come up with a veggie ribs, and that would be so cool. Veggie ribs and chicken. Yeah, just grill some veggies and put some barbecue sauce on it. I'm good. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm just not doing meat this month. Don't get it twisted. I will be back with the chicken and fish. I'm going to break into it slowly, because you just can't jump on a steak after you've been eating veggies all month. I'll be screaming. See, my cousin down for whatever. Yes, sir, you can do that right live in my kitchen, in the backyard. You got an outdoor kitchen ready to go. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Live cooking show. I have to call Juan. We'll get the cameraman, and we can do this live. A little cooking show on WJZD. We will be working on the website, and you will soon be able to go directly to our website. We have to add a new page to it so you guys can watch everything we do, all the interviews, all of that on location. You can watch it right on our website. That's coming up real soon. I got a meeting with our webmaster, and she is like, no problem. Let's get it done. But she's really busy. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we got to, John B., we have to introduce CC to Jamaica. That would be explosive. Jamaica is like a culinary artist, CC. She's also my boss. And she can cook. Hope she brought something to work today. We'll find out when I get there. This is Trijinje Oosterhuis. Baby Be Mine, her rendition. Coming up, Ozone, Carl Reed, Kimmy Horn, and a double shot of Miss Kim Brady. This is the Rise and Grind morning. We've got about 18 more minutes into the morning. Yeah, but what is your side hustle? I have developed a new side hustle. I think it was last summer I did a birthday party for Keith McAllister, and it was at the Rooster Tail, and it was me and our DJ, and he did the music. I just walked around with a mic and engaged the crowd and kept everybody entertained through conversation. I was asking questions, and it seems as though everybody wanted to be Keith's cousin, so that was my hook right there. I was like, so you're a cousin too, twice removed from the left-hand side of what part of the family, And then I helped them organize, so when it was time for people to go get their food, they did that, and I just kept it upbeat. Well, from that party, I got another wedding, and another wedding, and another wedding. And now I've got one coming up in August for Joy Muhammad. I've got his wedding to do. And then someone spoke to me at the event venue about another wedding. So, hey, it's coming up, and what we do is me and the DJ. It'll be me and Mellow Mike doing these we come in, do the music. I engage. We also do the sparkly dance floor if you want it. We do dancing on a cloud where the fog only comes up like a foot off the floor, so you can go out there and dance on that. We provide the lighting. Well, Mike does the lighting and stuff like that. I get all the rest of the stuff together. But we have a real good time with it. So that's my other side hustle. Delphine says Social Security. May need them to cook for an invitation-only jazz brunch I'm thinking about hosting this summer. That might be a good deal. Oh, if you put CC and you put Jamaica together, they gonna want to move in, okay? People be looking for to-go plates. But what is your side hustle? What do you do on the side? You do Social Security on the side, Delphine. You need to stop, girl. What's going on this weekend? Where are you guys going? I'm staying home. Well, actually, I was invited to a party, but my road companions, Vince and Carol, they're having vehicle problems. Started DJing in '77, entertainment photography, and also trying to make people happy, which is a hard job. See, Keith, I'm gonna stop Keith right there. That part about making people happy, stop doing it. Don't do it no more. See, we have to take responsibility for ourselves. If you can't make your damn self happy, nobody else can. So don't worry about making nobody else happy. I gave up on that years ago. I love to see people smile, don't get me wrong. And I love making people feel good. But it's not my responsibility to make anybody happy. If you ain't happy with yourself, then you need therapy. Or you need to go pray every day and find out, what's wrong. But it's not anyone's responsibility to make somebody else happy. It is their own responsibility to make themselves happy. Yep. So quit that. Quit that, Keith. And Keith is just he's such a nice guy. He had me cracking up last night. We was talking about the airport again. There's a million stories out in that building. Cece said I truly had an outdoor stainless steel kitchen for her, so you can definitely shoot that show. All right, let's make that happen, Cece. That's gonna take some planning.
Like a storm in the night.
Music for my man, my brother from another mother, Mr. Carl Reed.
Ooh, it turns me on. I can't wait to get home.
Yeah.
You every night.
This is called I Love You, Baby.
The feeling that I get.
This is the best way to wake up in the morning. Stay with us. Coming up next, my sister Kimmy Horn. Her brand new track is called Answer Me. I'm digging this song. It's a ballad with a little country twist. And to me, that's me. Y'all might not hear the country part, but I hear it. But I mean, she carries this song.
Talking to you, looking in your eyes. The sexy
And then 2 in a row from Kim Brady, the urban violinist. She tore it up over at the Channel 1 event venue, which incidentally, may I add, if you have not been to the Channel 1 event venue yet, it's on Meldrum, right there at Jefferson, right before you get to Belle Isle if you're heading east, okay? If you have not been to this place, and if you want to throw a birthday party, a company event, contact Keith Beasley, please. Because, I mean, he's got the classic, upscale, classy, sort of intimate room on the inside. And once you go through the building and go outside, he's got this big, beautiful courtyard in the back. Now, I don't advise going to the courtyard right now, but you can if you got a fur coat on. Oh, yeah, me and John going to be your food critics. I mean, me and John sit there, have a big plate of chicken and rib, be like, what do you think, Don? Yeah. Don, I don't know, I think we're going to need another plate. After a slab and a half each, we'll come up with a conclusion. This is the Rise and Grind Morning. what is your side hustle? What do you like to do on the side? I mean, some of us, we go to our offices, we go to our classes, and we teach other people to do things. Some of our job is to watch other people so they don't get into trouble. That would be me and John. And Joey. And like Carl Reed. Carl Reed does hair. And this boy is explosive. When you put Carl Reed near a stylist chair and all the necessary tools and chemicals, he can make a woman fine, you know. Of course, they're going to need him every morning to keep her that way. This is the very latest from Kimmy Horn. Check this out. It's called Answer Me on WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
Answer me, oh my love. Just what sin have I been guilty of? Tell me how I came to lose your love. Please answer me, sweetheart. You were mine yesterday. I believe that love was here to stay. Won't you tell me where I've gone astray? Please answer me, my love. If you're happier without me, I'll try not to care. But if you still think about me, please listen to my prayer. You must know I've been true. Won't you say that we can start anew?
Now, do you guys hear what I said when I asked like a country sort of rhythm to it?
Please answer me, my love.
I'm feeling this. I don't know about y'all. I'm feeling this one. It kind of takes me back to an era when it, forgive me for going this way, but it has such a pure sound to it. It's called Answer Me.
If you're happier without me, I'll try not to care. But if you still think about me, please.
Right. Thank you, John. That's what I'm looking for. It has that old school country sound like Loretta Lynn and Trisha Yearwood.
I've been true. Won't you say that we can?
That's the Motor City Princess, Miss Kimmy Horn.
In my sorrow now I turn to you. Please answer me, my love. Answer me, my love.
I'm digging that. Are you ready for some more Motor City incredible talent? You just heard Carl Reed, you heard Kimmy Horn, you heard Reno. Check this little young lady out. This is Kim Brady, the urban violinist, and her cover of Trippin'. Show them what you got, girl. Y'all missed her. Last night she was at the Channel 1 event venue. And she just did the damn thing. And just such a cool person. This is young talent right here. Y'all keep your eye on her. This girl is about to blow up. Now, I'm going to let her take another song and take us out for the morning. Her name is Kim Brady, the urban violinist. She's on Facebook and on Instagram. And don't speak to her daddy because he will talk to you about his daughter. I mean, most proud daddies will. But I swear to God, I got on the phone with him. And what was I thought would have been like a 5-10 minute conversation proved to be every bit of 55, maybe an hour and 5 minutes. Then I threw him over to Keith. It was a handoff. It was like, hey, Keith, here's the gentleman. Talk to him. Yeah, and I'm not mad at him. But, you know, he didn't have to sell me on his daughter because I was like, she got it. And this young lady has it. Her name is Kim Brady. We call her the urban violinist, and she was at the Channel One event venue. Remember, if you got an event or you have a new project, call my man Keith Beasley over at the Channel One event venue. Really a nice place. Check this one out. This one's going to take us out the door. It's been a pleasure, guys, as always. I want you to go out and have a great weekend, you know, and do it on purpose. Do it with authority. Yeah, she did this one. Essence. From the urban violinist, Kim Brady. Listen, guys, make it a good weekend. You guys be safe out there. Stay warm. It's going to be colder. Winter is finally going to make an appearance in southeastern Michigan. So dress warm, drive slowly. Detroit people know what black ice is. Down anywhere south of Indy, Ohio, they'll have no clue. But I want you guys to make it a good weekend. If you do something fun, holler at your boy. I want to come. Me, Vince, and Carol, maybe Dawn, we all show up. You know? But Vince got to get his ride fixed first, you know. But anyway, I want you to make it a great weekend. Do it on purpose. Do it with authority. Be the reason somebody smiles today. Dad, you know you're good at that. Bless somebody who can't bless you back. You know, I love you. I love each and every one of you. And I thank God every time I think about you. I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. And I'm going to keep loving you. And I won't quit on you. I won't quit on you. God didn't quit on me. I'm not quitting on you. So I want you guys to get out and do what you do. Be the best at what you do. John B., I'll see you very soon. You too, Joey. Even though Joey is like the silent guy. He won't say nothing. He won't type nothing in. Yeah, I heard you. For those of you traveling, take us in your car. You can take us anywhere. Thank you for listening in. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. And we thank you. We do it on YouTube. We do it on Facebook. And soon we will be back on the website doing it there too. I can't wait to add. Because we've got 2 pages we're going to add to the website. Soon you'll be able to go out and buy T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, all WJZD stuff. You'll be able to buy this. See that? Look at that. This is the one and only prototype cup for WJZD Radio. You'll be able to get those yourself right on our website. I told you it's under construction, but you can go and view it now. We've got some new people coming. We've got some other people not going to be there with us no more, but it's a new year, baby. We got to start fresh. Be the best you can be. Be that way on purpose. And remember to make each and every day count. We are WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Thanks for watching. Remember, Kim Brady, the urban violinist. And we are going to bring her somewhere. Maybe on the next WJZD radio event, we got to have Kim there. I'm going to let her take us out. Take us out, Kim. We out. Peace.